Hey everyone, how's it going? Binksy here, and today we have the Starfield Star Wars themed load order. A little bit overdue in my opinion. I probably should have done this a few weeks ago. But yeah, it's finally here. A bunch of Star Wars mods, and I really do like some of them, to be honest. Like, some of them are really great additions just to the base game itself without even it being Star Wars themed. A few things to go over before we get into the load order itself. A new game is absolutely required. You cannot use this load order with an existing game save. Too many mods require a new game in this list. Another thing I should mention is you will need a hard reset after downloading all of these mods. A few of them require it so their models and textures of certain weapons can actually be loaded in game. Tested this myself. I didn't hard reset because it wasn't necessary for all mods. But one of the weapon mods I added in requires it, and obviously after hard resetting, the models and textures for the guns have loaded in. So to perform a hard reset, obviously download all your mods on the screen like here, then back out to the main menu, just click and B, and then it'll say it's got to load the mods. After it is done loading the mods, simply close the game, hold the power button down on your console, wait for it to fully shut down and wait for your TV to say, or monitor to say, no signal. Now this bit is optional. I always do it myself, but you don't have to. I remove the power cable, and then I press the power button a few times to cycle out any power that's still in the system. Then I plug the power cable back in and turn on my Xbox, and then you're good to go. That is how you hard reset. If you do that after every time downloading mods, you won't have any issues with models or textures not loading in. So be sure to do that. It's very important. If you don't, and I get a message from you saying, oh, the guns aren't loading in, I'm going to ignore you because you didn't take time to listen to the video. But if you do mention that the guns aren't loading and you hard reset, then I will help you. But if you don't take the time to actually do that this one simple thing, I'm sorry, I can't. Like, come on. Tit for tat. Well, I'll help you, you help me. Watch the video. Okay. But yeah, apart from that, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you want to leave a like on the video, that would be super helpful for me, because it will get my video more recognized and shown out there. Yeah. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. First up, we have the cheat terminal. This is honestly such a great little cheat mod. So basically it will add a thing into your notes. You simply read it and then back out all the way to your character, back out to the game basically, so you can move around and stuff, and it'll bring up the cheat terminal, and it has so many different options. It's really great, to be honest. I can add 100 million credits, I can make myself god mode, I can have infinite oxygen, I can have never detected, loads of different options. It's such a good mod. Obviously, I don't use it for a legit playthrough. I purely have it in here for the purposes of testing all the different mods out and making sure everything works correctly. But obviously, if you want to keep it in, not a problem. Place it at the top of the load order. After that, we have the SKK Fast Start New Game. This will allow you to skip the vanilla intro of the game to get back in as quick as possible. Now, obviously, that's not everyone's thing to do. If you want to keep the vanilla intro, just don't download this mod and it will work fine. Obviously, my placement of this is normally at the bottom of the load order, but I'm trying a bunch of different placements for mods and stuff to see what works, and obviously everything does work in this load order really well. But obviously the definitive list of like load order placement is nowhere near chosen yet for consoles or PC. And so no one is an expert on this. No one knows absolutely everything. It's all trial and error at this point. But second place in the load order works just fine. After that, we have the Star Wars Temple Ruins with Force powers. This will add in 7 Jedi/Sith temple ruins placed across the galaxy that reward you with Star Wars themed status effects and powers. You can only have one at a time. It functions similar to how standing stones in Skyrim work. After that, we have the Star Wars Kyber crystals. This will add rare Kyber crystals across the planets that can be absorbed to gain skill points. After that, we have the Star Wars City editions. This will add many Star Wars ships and decorations to Aquila and New Atlantis. By ships, I mean static objects, not ones that you can actually fly. After that, we have the AT-ST enemies. Not all of them are enemies, actually. There is a few friendly ones. One of them is on New Homestead. The other is on Londinian. I really hope one on Londinian can help you through the quest line there, because that would be really handy, to be honest. A few of the enemy ones can actually be found at the deserted Ecliptic Garrison, the Mars Mech Factory, the Abandoned Weapon Station, the 3-star Mech Factory, and the Forgotten Mech Graveyard. There'll be more added in future updates as well. After that, we have the Star Wars Aliens. This will add in fully animated aliens from Star Wars to the various factions of Starfield, as well as add alien character presets, new hairs, tattoos, and skin tones. Then we have the Star Wars Alien Player. This mod requires Star Wars aliens. It also adds in new hairs, tattoos, and skin tones. I'm hoping it adds something different to what Star Wars Aliens does, because it seems like it doesn't. I'm not really sure why this is a separate mod. If anyone knows why, let me know in the comment section down below, but I added it in there just to make sure, because there was some pretty nice characters on this mod itself. After that, we have the Ashoka outfit. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It basically adds her black robes from her live action appearances. It can be found at Sanctum Universum. And then we have the Star Wars Rebel Leaders. This will change the appearance of Marshal Blake to Admiral Akbar, and Autumn Macmillan to Hera Syndulla. It also adds Lando's general outfit and his X8 Night sniper weapon as quest rewards. Then we have the Star Wars Contraband Replacer. Very fitting mod for this load order, to be honest. This will change the names of most contraband items and changes all the models to be more Star Wars themed. Star Wars vending machines. This will change the designs on vending machines to be Star Wars Imperial themed. Then we have the Star Wars Aquila Rebel hologram statue. This will replace the Solomon Co statue in Aquila City with a glowing Rebel hologram. Apologies if you just heard my stomach there. I haven't eaten yet, and I'm wanting to get this video out before I've eaten any food. So I've got to prioritize you guys before food. It's how it is. It's how it is. After that, we have the all trilogy lightsabers. To craft these, you'll need to use the research workstation and research crystal gathering. It requires geology level 1. It will also require 5 iron ore, 5 copper ore, and 1 cutter. For me, I didn't need to use the 1 cutter. It was just the 5 iron ore and 5 copper ore. After that, you will require lightsaber crafting to be unlocked, which requires weapon engineering level 1. And you will also need 3 zero wire, 1 sterile nanotube, 5 aluminium, and 1 positron battery. Some of the lightsabers will also require weapon engineering level 2. Outer Rim Artillery. This is the mod that I mentioned that needs to be hard reset for, because during testing they weren't loading up the new assets. After hard resetting, weapons and models are there. They look pretty impressive. Yeah, it replaces 13 vanilla weapons with counterparts known from the Star Wars movie/series. We have the Eon, which is now the DL-18, the Novolite, which is the DL-44, the Auto Rivet is now the K16 Briar pistol, the Mag Shot is the RG-4D, the Mag Pulse is now the E5, the Mag Shear is the E-5C, the Mag Sniper is the E-5S, the Mag Storm is the T21/T21B, the Grendel is the DC-15S, the Drumbeat is the DC-17M, the Kodama is the CR-2 should I say, the Shotty is the Gendai Blaster, and the Noba Blaster Disruptor is the Ion Disruptor. After that, we have the Star Wars Spacer Overhaul. Obviously, this will change the appearance of many spaces throughout the game with Star Wars appearance armor. Then we have the Hondo Onaka and the Crimson Fleet Pirates. This will overhaul almost every Crimson Fleet outfit with the addition of Hondo Onaka, known from the Clone Wars and other Star Wars series, who now becomes the Collector. Sith Cult outfits, Star Wars Varun Replacer. This will basically obviously replace the Varun armor sets and spacesuit sets with Sith Cult outfits. Then we have the Star Wars Imperial Ground Crew. This will replace the normal ground crew from Starfield with the Imperial Ground Crew from Star Wars. Then we have the Star Wars Armor Pack. This will add in a bunch of new armors from obviously the Star Wars series that can be crafted at the Industrial Workbench. Then we have the Mandalorian Clone Wars era Bounty Hunter conversion. This will convert the Bounty Hunter and Trackers Alliance in-game to that of the Death Watch seen throughout the Clone Wars, as well as change the outfit of Legendary Hunter Mantis with that of the Legendary Bounty Hunter Jango Fett. Very fitting. I think this one is probably one of the most fitting mods for this entire lore order. I think it would fit really well into Starfield, in my opinion. After that, we have the Star Wars Bounty Hunter pack. Just in case you didn't get enough Bounty Hunter, I gave you some more Bounty Hunter. This one adds in Boba Fett, Dengar, and Fennec Shand armors that can be crafted at the industrial workbench. Then we have the Star Wars Clone Wars outfits, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Padme. These can also be crafted at the industrial workbench. And then finally, the man himself, Darth Vader. Yeah, if you want to be a truly evil character, you should probably be playing as him. His spacesuit can be crafted at the industrial workbench. It is a spacesuit, so no, it's not clothes. Yeah, guys, that is the full list. Let me know in the comment section if there's any mods that I have missed or any ones that you just want to see added. If I get enough attention on this video, enough likes, enough comments, and enough, obviously, mod suggestions to add into it, I will revise this in a few weeks, maybe in a month's time, depending on how many comments I get. And obviously, I will update it to add in the mods that you guys suggest or just want in general. Anyways, this has been Binksy. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.